have a little bit of discussion. I got Beauty and the Beast going, the human version. Got to get a little bit of a discussion going here. So with all these beings being deported or imported to their home country, I'm just thinking about the fire scenario in California. It seems pretty crazy. And then also the hurricane scenario. What is happening right now is thousands of beings, hopefully millions of beings, are now leaving the country, leaving the USA country boundary lines. And that means there's empty locations. I'm wondering if those are going to be filled, for one. Two, I'm wondering about the vehicles, because there's now abandoned vehicles likely in various locations, and the belongings. So what is going to happen with each of those things? You know what my plan is give it to the people that are in need of it. So deliver it to the various locations. I don't know if that's affordable. Or I would just say, here's a car to come grab. And then for the houses, I would say the houses should be occupied with beings that are currently in the Nazi cage locations. So release the slaves. And Russia has something going on right now known as Storm Z. Storm Z is, I don't know, a mission, an operation, whatever you want to call it, where they've released all the slaves from their Nazi cage locations, and they're currently participating in war, in this war against Nazism. So that's another option, and it can be offered. Maybe both can be offered. And it doesn't have to be go out on the battlefield, because I don't know how much you guys trust everyone. Their scenario could be entirely different, but I know that everyone is capable of walking and holding a broom or a mop. And if barracks need to be cleaned, then maybe we can start with that. I know they cook also. I don't know how much you trust beings with cooking up your food, but maybe we could get to that point at some point. Maybe the beings that have already been there will be the cooks, the chefs, and then the other beings will be the ones that are cleaning everything up for everybody. So I don't want it to be like some sort of Rush invasion. Everything's gonna have to be remembered, documented or whatever. That this being is a part of whatever the operation you want to call it, Storm Z, whatever. But so the home locations could be offered in that way for service gifted to the country. You get the home, or it could just be, I would say, just occupy it right now. Don't even require nothing. Don't require no military training or sign-ups. It should just be offered immediately to the slaves. And we currently have about 350,000 USA citizen civilian slaves in the USA. So something needs to change with that, because they're all in these Nazi cage locations. If you can't have them in society, if they're too dangerous, then you need to put it down. And if they're no longer a threat to society, then they need to be with fucking society. All right? It's that simple. So in order to live freedom, we need to have everybody. You're only as strong as your weakest link. So we need to have everybody here living freedom. If they're from somewhere the fuck else, then send them the fuck out there. I don't want them here. I don't want them sitting in my fucking anywhere in my country boundary line. So send them the fuck home or put it down. Those are your two fucking options. So I'm saying release them, let them live in a home, and everyone should be immediately handed their food card, their identifications, their fucking transport to be, because you need transport if you want medical, right? You gotta get to the doctor's office, you gotta get to the dentist's office, you gotta get to the fucking pharmacy, you gotta get to wherever. So you need transportation. That's where the cars come in that have been left behind, that are abandoned, and those can be gifted also. I don't know how comfortable beings are driving on the road, but I just walk, but I'm sure they'll be willing to accept whatever's available as opposed to being in this fucking cage location with some same digestive tract being sleeping with them, shitting with them, fucking, and then there's more and more as you get into the larger rooms, the larger cages. So that's that's something to consider. All the clothing can be donated to the shelter locations or to clothe someone who's indigent. Any of those services, donate them to there. Make sure they're fucking washed. And if they're deemed, they're not condemned, then go ahead and wear it. But the only other option for getting rid of clothing, I would say, is burn it because it might be diseased. So right now we're left with these options. The homes are likely filled with things. I don't know what, if they're even of value, but something's probably in there. Food could be rotting, so these places need to get occupied. And our customer base, our labor force is all getting dwindled down, and rightfully fucking so. But we have our customer base and our labor force all forced into these cage locations. So if we release them, we immediately have the labor force available to be moving forward as a country and thriving. Being another example similar to Russia, for the planet to see that we don't slave out our citizen civilian population. We're able to forgive. We're all a fucking family here. The founding fathers are our parents, and we're all the offspring. So sometimes there's fights within the family, and I want every country to mind their own fucking inquietude, their own business, and we're doing things how the fuck we want to do them here. Because we're all tired of the fucking Nazism. I'm tired of these Nazi beings thieving me of all my freedom, and we need to defund Nazism. So get those motherfuckers out of here that have been funding it, thieving me of my right to protest, the theft of earnings, and we're gonna move forward with hopefully providing. I think everyone needs to be provided with food. Everyone needs to be provided with hygiene. Everyone needs to be provided with water, energy, a structure to live in, and some sort of communication. So a device, whatever it is, tablet, I don't know. You can FaceTime now, so some form of communication. So we'll see how possible that is when prices are dropping. We're gonna have to wait a minute here because prices, as we eliminate these invasion beings from the country boundary lines, the prices are going to drop down, continue dropping, and everything is going to be more affordable, including transport, because gas prices and oil prices should start to even out, and for the USA. And as far as all the parts and materials that go into making a car or keeping the road paved and potholes filled and all that, as far as that goes, we need to consider everything that's being thrown at that. So one thing that's on cars is rubber tires. Well, what else is made of rubber? Condoms. And right now, condoms are not affordable. I wouldn't describe the price of condoms as affordable. It should be a fucking $1 for a box of 15. It shouldn't be $15 for 15 fucking condoms or some shit like that. I don't know what it was, but it's out of the dollar range that it should be at. And I believe that's because we're blowing through all the fucking rubber. We're blowing through the gas, so it's making things expensive to transport. We're blowing through the fucking, we're causing traffic on the road, which is also delaying transport and making things more expensive. There's too many crashes on the fucking roads, so insurance prices are high. These invasion beings don't have good intentions, So house insurance is going up. A lot of them, Mexico is the most obese nation on the planet. So they've come over here and we have a shortage of medical supplies. Medical supplies are going to make the cost of medical care rise, which means these beings that are actually from here, these USA citizens, civilian beings that should be treated for whatever they're enduring, as whether it's an STD, an illness, both, though that's the priority. And I believe this is all a part of their hustle, that they have all this fucking shit fucking calculated out. They sent their fucking invasion out here. Go out there and go get on the medicine. Go commit a crime. You can get on the fucking medicine in the cage locations. You know, I think they're intentionally doing things because at these cage locations, they literally will treat you for all the different variants of whatever you're enduring, whether it's mental, whether it's fucking physical ailments. You get treated for all that shit. Now you have it all treated and you get released into society as if they're one of us. Or they go back home and it's like, okay, so this was all at my expense, at the USA's expense, my country and my population's expense for your location to stay healthy and thriving. Instead of you having to focus on developing medication, you got to focus on doing something else. And we're stuck with this boring ass fucking task of invent medication, produce pharmacies, study education into a doctorate's fucking level, an MD doctor. So it's not working for this location, and I know it was working for you guys, but you're gonna have to do step 2, which is defund Nazism. I know you're really good at releasing the slaves, and we're well aware of that now. But you have to now go move to step 2, which is simply defund Nazism. Step 3, I'm gonna give it away here. Step 3 is fun. Well, what are we gonna fund? Fun. Is it fun to survive? Well, then fund survival. Is it fun to have vacation? Well, then fund vacation, fun resort. Okay, it's that fucking simple. For every fucking location, that's what your next step is to be doing. It's not enough to just be releasing the slaves. You have to defund Nazism. Then, what I recommend you do, so we don't ever have to do this again, and so you can thrive, so people actually want to go to your fucking location. Same with here, same with the beings here. Then you fund fun in your own location. It's so fucking simple. It's fun to be clean, right? Is it fun to be clean? So, it's fun to have my hair cut in the way that I want to have it cut. It's fun to be relaxed. How many of you guys think these things are gonna, will possibly stay at the same price since there's gonna be a tariff? But I'm guessing all these things will come down and then also continue moving, because we're gonna get a lot of beings that are off these fucking import invasion fucking drugs. Get them on some shit that's actually fucking kicking. This hits when you're drinking, so anyone that's wondering, it's pretty dope when you drink. And then I don't like having a low tolerance to it because
You have my word.
I don't know. I just prefer like kind of hitting like small puffs at the moment.
You know the way.
See you tomorrow.
And it keeps me stress free. So medication should drop. Drugs prices should drop, and I'm talking about caffeine, nicotine. Cannabis prices will drop and become available for people to actually earn an income as a farmer, farming cannabis. Fucking everything is gonna, you'll see everything fall into place, but I want everyone to be aware, you know who I'm talking to, that we need the slaves released due to the fact that there could be fires in these various empty homes now. So simply locate them to the home. This is now your home, okay? And it's not for sale for the next, I don't know, decade. You can't sell it for 1 decade. You gotta live here. Something like that.
What's he doing?
As far as food goes, I think everyone should be getting a food card. Or if you want to skip that step, which I'm sure a lot of you brainwashed motherfuckers don't, specifically Bethlehem, well, we could skip the step and just go grab food off the shelf. But let's go ahead and play this fucking pixel game, this fucking imagination game, and we'll distribute everyone a petroleum-based plastic card, and we can all just data mine ourselves. It's called data mining. Now, guess what? You get to tell the government, hey, I'm eating this, you know, and that's called payment. So they're data mining your food, your nutrient, your lifestyle pretty much, and in return you get free food. Or you get food, not free food, but you get food back. So
Nobody deserves you. But at least I know.
you can choose to participate in it or not. Go ahead and use your ink on cotton.
What is it, you fool? A certain
But yeah, I think everyone should be gifted about my number is more like 425. I think everyone should be gifted about $425, and it should be able to be used on warmed food. So that includes alcohol, that includes restaurants. That's about where I'm at with gifting food, 425. Anything over that is a little bit, you might be eating too much. And with heart disease being where it's at, I can't go beyond that number really. Maybe in the future it could be, but I'm hoping in the future there is no fucking imagination phenomenon. We just go and grab our food, or we're all growing our own food. There's no such thing as agriculture land. There's no such thing as business land. It's just, if you want to pour someone a drink, you can open the window, pour them a drink, you know?
Do you know what happens to
If you want to throw some dice, go ahead and throw some dice, grow some plants, grow some food.
for scraps like poor Agatha? This is our world.
I want reverse fucking osmosis,
Simple folk like us, it doesn't get any better.
all that shit.
I need to be a farm girl, but I am not simple, and I'm never going to marry you, Gaston. I'm sorry.
There's currently a global food shortage, so you have the food, it's just all on these slave locations. These beings are not supposed to be starving. You have the fucking food. So, and you have the earnings. Just simply defund Nazism. We don't need them. What we need is metal projectile weapon. I'm tired of the fucking after the fact solutions. Okay? That girl wasn't able to grab her phone and hit the 3 number, or I don't know, maybe she did, but she didn't survive it. So I'm sure metal projectile weapon would have prevented that, and likely that scenario probably wouldn't have even existed due to the fact that we own metal projectile weapon and keep and show it at all times, because now that invasion being is allowed to be eliminated upon identifying it as an invasion being. You can eliminate them. That's how the book is supposed to actually work. That's how fucking reality is. So I need everyone to get their life into functioning fucking has your fucking life together. And a lot of you, so if you're dialing 911, I know a lot of you immediately just jump to someone who's houseless or on a drug that doesn't have pharmacy in front of the fucking name. But that's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about functioning fucking has their life together means you're not dialing 911. That means you're not getting yourself into these dangerous situations, dangerous scenarios. That means you're fucking aware of your surroundings, that you have something on you that you can defend your life with and defend your country with, okay? Once you're all able to get to that point of knowledge, because I know you're all smart in these other areas of knowledge, but I don't think I ever would be jogging out on my own without, especially, I'm not a strength that I feel comfortable doing specific things, and I'm from a location where I just know how things work and how to interact with various situations that come my way. But I have my stories to share too. But you can be intelligent. The point is, you can be intelligent in specific areas of knowledge and not intelligent in other areas of knowledge, which in this situation is being able to defend your life. It's as simple as that. There's no knowledge being dedicated towards teaching people how to defend their life. And we're seeing in San Francisco that muscles does not mean protection. A professional football player was shot in San Francisco by a 17-year-old from multiple fucking miles away. So drove out to this location, has metal projectile weapon, attempts to rob the professional football player, shoots the professional football player right near their heart. And so that should be evidence that muscles does not mean self-defense. I'm tired of everyone learning fucking karate or UFC, right? You need to get yourself a fucking knife and start teaching yourself what does knife do, all right? Stab a cardboard box, get comfortable with it. If you're not into holding a knife, learn how to pour metal. Can you artists out there learn how to pour some fucking metal? Do some fucking anything with it. Don't even have to pour it into a knife. Just simply pour fucking metal and do some art like that. Other areas of knowledge. I would say that same thing. Do you feel safe? Do you feel safe now that you have all these fucking collections built up, all this fucking valuable jewelry all built up, all this fucking artwork and whatever you're collecting? Does it feel safe? Because I'm seeing a lot of security fucking systems, a lot of fucking cameras all over the fucking place. So I'm thinking, well, what are they having inside of the location that's making them feel unsafe? Why are they not vacationing within the USA? Do they not want locations to know they're on vacation? If so, why is this location deterring you from visiting it?
Hello?
Okay? And the locations should be asking themselves that. Are we behaving as a society? Are we behaving as a fucking city, county, state? You can break it down to your own fucking language. Am I behaving? Am I fucking thieving my own fucking population of something they worked for and now they don't feel comfortable navigating or traveling across the USA?
Anyone awake?
Alright, so who's to blame here? The collection hoarding being, or this other collection hoarding being?
Excuse me?
And why does this collection hoarding being want this hoarding being's collection? Okay? When you guys are ready to stop fucking participating in that whole fucking imagination bullshit and wake yourselves up to alcohol, guess what? Alcohol kills bacteria. Let's not shame ourselves for being healthy here. Alcohol does so much. And then cannabis does things too for the mind. This is now medication. So, I mean, this keeps me relieved of any stress. So no therapy sessions, no psychiatry. I get to be farmer. This is also food. This is food. It transports nutrients better because it's thinner than water. It's also combustible, so it can be used for various other things. But people want to go, well, you're just, they have their different fucking names. You're an addict, you're ad-ick, you're a fucking alcohol-ick. Man-ick. I'm not any of those things. All I am is having fun. And everyone has their different ideas of what that means, but I think it's fun to explore, and I think I would like to explore without having to contemplate if my location is going to get emptied or thieved of all the things, because forced-free labor is in fact slavery. So when you thieve someone of their belongings, you're slaving them the fuck out. And slavery is not, I would break it down as you're committing treason. Mutiny, treason, larceny. You could plug all those fucking words in right there. And you're hitting your own fucking militia. And same with the other beings. You shouldn't be siphoning your earnings to some other continent or country. If you want beings to be able to participate in this collection hoarding phenomena, then you got to go out and build up that location. You got to go throw down some fucking money, some earnings. Because now you don't have to pay for flight. And it's not just about the flight, it's about the risk of your life. You're risking your fucking life getting into this craft that flies over miles deep fucking ocean or above land that you're gonna, you're risking your fucking life to siphon earnings into somewhere else. That's how much you hate your own location. So you should be doing the opposite. You should be building up your own city. That's where you should be starting. Everyone, if you want these fucking If you want national fucking parks and all that shit, well then go to it. Because I'm not seeing anybody locating themselves there. And if no one's gonna locate themselves there, then we need to turn it into something. Something where people are attracted to that location and wanting to locate themselves at that location. So what are we gonna turn it into? Let's think about that, all right? And that should go for every fucking location. And then if you don't want those national parks to become some resort or something, well then where do you want it? Because you're going out to fucking Bali and they have it right in the middle of the fucking ocean. You're going out to Dubai and they fucking blew out sand into this whole fucking island thing, all right? But out here you want to bitch. So you can't have it both ways here. I'm tired of the fucking halting fun. I'm tired of you halting fun for something I'm never gonna fucking see, which is a blue whale in the fucking ocean or some other fucking animal in the fucking ocean. I don't give a fuck because I'm not gonna fucking see it. I'm not getting in that motherfucker. I want to stay on the fucking land and I want to learn how to have fun. So in order to learn how to have fun, fun has to be available, right? So let's make it available and maybe more beings can participate in this beautiful existence that you're also heartbroken over someone, you know, leaving to another existence. I'm getting tired of it, dude. So I want those homes filled. I want the cars distributed. I want the identifications handed immediately upon release, along with the food assistance card.
Look,
And I believe everyone should be getting food assistance, along with pay for lunch. If you're at work, or if you're enduring still on the clock, then you should be getting paid for your lunch. And I think the food should be paid for on top of that. So time is money, food is energy. You need food in order to work. And you do get earnings for your time, otherwise that's slavery. Right now anyways. Once we get past this imagination and realize, oh my God, I'm building up the USA country, the USA militia, I'm spreading freedom, I'm contributing to freedom, I get to live freedom. This is why I want to do, and then you could fill in the blank. This is why I want to do farming. This is why I want to do gaming. This is why I want to do music. This is why I want to do sports, entertainment, art, learn how to fly crafts or operate different crafts. This is why I want to learn snowboarding.
We need to get you home.
No, you must leave here at once. This castle is alive.
That's pretty much where we're at. So,
Who?
I'm proud of what I'm focusing my earnings on. I'm proud that I'm funding the 21st bill and helping fund while we simultaneously defund Nazism. So,
Who are you?
everyone just keep that in mind because we have a lot going on right now. And if you're attracting someone to your location to encourage them to loot and you're on some fucking Nazi hustle, then you need to stop that immediately. All right? Things do disappear in fires. Things do disappear to some other collection hoarding being. So let's reevaluate what we're valuing. Are we going to value human mammal and the human mammal species, or are we going to value some inanimate object? Some pixels on a screen, some ink on cotton. I think it's time to value us as a species. The species is the priority at the moment, and that's how I want it to remain. The only time's infinity, so I'm really not focused on deaths or anything like that. You're seeing how fucking crazy the world is right now. Everyone's enduring war. Bombs do have fire, so beings are burning alive. Beings are being metal projectile murdered and drone murdered. You know, we're trying to learn how to fly, surf, air surf with these drones while they're out there fucking using the thieved earnings on murder. So I'm tired of the theft of earnings. I want exactly how the fucking founding fathers intended it to be, which is exactly how that book reads. It's not up for interpretation. It means exactly as it reads, and if you want anything new, then you're gonna have to sign a bill into the USA Bill of Rights. So just remember, This is Civil War II, Revolutionary War II, World War III, the War for Freedom. We're all on the battlefield across the whole planet. Everyone that's getting sent back, make sure you're doing the same thing. Defund Nazism, that's step 2. So defund Nazism, and you're gonna focus on funding fun. So if you provide fun, similar to Vegas, the people will come. And
I'm not afraid.
we need help across the whole planet with defunding Nazism and ending the spread of Nazism. So now you know things, now you know hustles, now you know various knowledges and things that you can share with people you haven't seen for a while, and you're gonna move forward with ending the spread of Nazism, contributing to freedom, and having fun. So that's it for now. Peace out, everybody. Speak freedom.